See, you have free time now. You don't have anything to do. So what you do? You grab your phone and start spending your time on social media. You mindlessly scroll even though you know those shorts, those reels doesn't do a shit in your life. Still you're scrolling. Still you are spending hours in Instagram. Still you are in the YouTube short even though you don't even know why you are in the YouTube short. But you're automatically going from one platform to another, going from one video to another. Hours passed in a second. You feel this, right? You feel this so much of time has wasted in a single second. When you grab your phone, your mind becomes so mindless that you can't even control your hand. It's like your hand automatically go from one platform to another. Imagine you are on WhatsApp, supposed to just check the message and reply it. Your hand automatically go to their profile. If you're on Instagram, you don't even know why you're on Instagram, but still your hand is on reel, scrolling reel after reel after reel, and you're wasting hours of your life. When you look at the clock, you feel like where the 4-5 hours have gone. You're not getting enough. Now you're feeling that you don't have enough time in your day, even though you have spent it, you have wasted those potential hours in some activity that don't give a shit in your life. This is happening because of your own addiction. When you are wasting those potential hours in social media mindlessly, imagine you're scrolling now. This happened to you, right? When you're scrolling the short, when you are wasting a shit ton of time in like social media mindlessly, you kind of knew that you are wasting time, but still you are not like able to stop yourself from this. When you go to the platform, your mind became mindless at that time. You can't able to stop your brain. You can't able to control yourself from doing those bullshit things. And when you look at the clock, you observe that you have wasted 4-5 hours of your day. Imagine like 4-5 hours. You are wasting that amount of time in some bullshit thing. On average, it's more than that. But for you, I'm just thinking that you have wasted like 4-5 hours. You're wasting a shit ton of time. And you're not getting enough time in your day because you don't have a goal. People will say this is happening because of this, but all those things come after this. If you don't have a goal, then you're gonna spend mindlessly. You're gonna waste your energy on useless things. Imagine, ask yourself why you have wasted 2 hours, 1 hour in watching short. Why you have wasted like 1 hour watching a fucking reel that doesn't change anything to your life? Why? Because when you don't have purpose, you're gonna fulfill yourself with the pleasure. Imagine like a guy is running and his destination is to go from point A to point B. Now he know his destination, his goal is to go to point B. So he will not go to point C, example. He will not randomly go to the point like Z because he know his destination where he want to go. So if other road came in between, he can ignore this. He can just don't go there. This is where you're lacking now. You don't have a purpose in your life. Now I'm not talking about broad purpose, but you don't know, right? You don't know what the hell to do in your life right now. And if you're feeling like this, if you're feeling that the internet has made you so weak, this addiction that you have, internet, porn, video game, junk food, all this addiction has destroyed your life and you want to get rid of all this internet addiction, then just click the link in the comment to get my personal help and you will get rid of all of this addiction in 1 month and will become a new person. When you're scrolling, when you're wasting a shit ton of time on social media, you are getting the pleasure. Of course, you are getting the like a shit ton of dopamine by doing this bullshit thing. But also at the same time, you are feeling that you are not supposed to do this thing. At one extent, you're getting the pleasure, but at another extent, you're also feeling that there might be like you could have utilized those time in something else because you don't have anything to do now. That's why you are torturing yourself with the pleasure. When you watch reel, when you watch a shit ton of shorts, those shorts dominate you. See, if you have a goal, if you know where your point B is, you will not do this bullshit thing. Your mind will not like randomly go to the Instagram reel because you know you have to become a kind of person. So you will not do this bullshit thing. If you want to know that you want to lose fat, if you want to know that you want to like get six-pack abs, that's a point B, that's a goal right now, then you won't be like going to the like Domino's and eating like a 3000 calorie pizza. You won't do this, right? You are doing this bullshit thing. You are spending those amount of time mindlessly because you don't have a purpose, you don't have a goal. Like imagine when you are wasting that amount of time in social media, you are getting dopamine. So imagine like if you have like watched one reel, then you won't be satisfied watching one reel. Your mind will be wanting more of the dopamine. So you are not even satisfied, right? Your mind is keep wanting more of that, more of that. So imagine if you're spending like 1 minute watching a reel, you will want more of that because you are getting dopamine from that. And this dopamine loop that I'm talking about will destroy you. When you're getting dopamine from social media, those kind of dopamine are like destroying your life. Most of the time it's destroying your life. The kind of dopamine you get from watching reel, the kind of dopamine you get from watching porn, the kind of dopamine you get from, let's say, a 30-second hyper editing video, those dopamine destroy your brain. So what happens is that you keep wanting more of the dopamine, and that destroy your brain, that destroy your thought pattern. You notice this when you're trying to work, when you're trying to study, when you're trying to do any deep work in your day. You will get the thought, your mind will be switched from one thing to another. That's what happened. It gave you ADHD. It like destroy your attention span. You become a mentally disabled person in a way. When you waste time on social media, when you waste time on your phone, when you waste time on some bullshit thing, you are hiding from the reality. You are hiding yourself from all the tasks that are pending in your life. If you are wasting huge amount of time on social media, and you know you are wasting your time, and still you are wasting again, then imagine what kind of future you will have 1 year from now. What kind of future self you will build 1 year from now if you keep wasting that amount of time. Imagine your future 1 year from now, how it would be if you're wasting that amount of time in some bullshit thing. You are destroying your future, and you know this, and still you are doing this bullshit thing just to get the pleasure. And now you have to admit it that you have this addiction. I don't say that I'm just watching it because I have free time. You are an addict person. Just admit that. Don't be the like smoke addict who tell that I'm just smoking to like reduce the relief. You're not smoking to relieve it. You're addicted, bro. Still like that. You are addicted to this. You have addiction. You have to know this shit. That's when you will take the action. When you're moving to the next step, the next step is about your mindset. See, when I told you about the goal, you should have a goal, right? If you don't have a goal, you will be going from here to here to here. Even if you watch this video, if you don't know where you want to go in life, not in broad term, but you should have a goal. Even for 1 month, you should have a goal. See, now it's about the mindset. You made the goal, or you don't have the goal. Leave it. You have to find it like after it, but the mindset is the main thing now. See, if your mindset is that, if you think that wasting time in social media, for you waste time because you feel the pleasure, you get the happiness, you get the joy. That's your mindset. That's your mindset of observing this wasting of time as a good thing. So you want to change your mindset completely. You want to change the mindset to a mindset where he view this addiction, where he view this wasting time as a bad thing. You actually don't think, it doesn't matter if you're watching this video to cure this, but you actually don't think that this bad thing is wasting your time. So you have to change it in a negative way. See, if you are a smoker, you kind of search for the solution. Like you'll search for the like what are the treatment of it. But in reality, you don't view it as a negative thing. A smoker doesn't view smoking as a bad thing. For him, smoking is a good thing. Smoking gave him relief, so it's a good thing. For you, it's the same. If you want to do something, if you want to escape this thing, you have to view this thing as a negative. For example, let's say like going to point B is bad. Then you won't go there, right? You have to view the point B. The point B, the devil. This is the devil, right? This is the monster this is your addiction. You have to view the addiction as a bad thing. You have to view the monster as a bad thing, not as a good thing. Because if you view the monster, the addiction, the monster is the addiction, right? The devil is the addiction. If you view your addiction as a good thing, then you won't defeat him. So you want to change your mindset completely. So change your mindset in a way that this is destroying your life, this is making you this. And there's an actionable step that I need you to do after watching this video. Write a letter in a page, whatever page you have. Write a letter, how is destroying your life. Write every single thing, whatever negative thing you can think of. This is doing with this, I'm not getting enough time. Like my brain is destroyed by this, because I'm spending that amount of time scrolling in some hyper stimulating thing. I'm not making progress in my life is not improving. Write as much negative thing as you can now, and you're gonna complete it. You're gonna read it, right? Then you're gonna think that, oh, this shit is bad. This shit is destroying my life. Then you're gonna notice, oh, I don't have to do this. Unconsciously, you know it's good. You have to change that. Now, let's move on to the environment. The environment made you to act in a certain way. So your environment in your home, your environment is an environment where it allow you to waste shit ton of time on social media. My environment is not like that. My environment is this. I have goals written on my wall, so I won't waste hours in like scrolling. So you need to change your environment. The environment is not limited like toward this physical extent, but your phone environment. You followed some OnlyFans model in your Instagram page, and you're gonna be wasting time. You're gonna be doing that bullshit thing. You have notification open in your phone. Your environment is like that, so you will spend that amount of time wasting that amount of time in bullshit thing. If your notification is open, if your notification is on right now, then your phone will tell you to, hey, let's waste this time in Instagram, waste this time in Instagram, this person has sent you a message. So like, off your notification, make your environment good. Environment is very deeply, bro. You have relationship with your object. Nobody talks about it, but it's true. Like, relationship with your phone will make you to act in a certain way. If you waste hours on hours in sofa, if you waste hours in sofa, then when you be in the sofa, you will waste time. So you have relationship with certain, not only with environment but also with object. Now when you change your environment completely with to your advantage, the next thing is replacing the time. So you know that you're gonna watch this thing, you're gonna waste this amount of time, then you have to replace the time when you waste time on social media with something else. Something else can be what you're interested now. If you're interested in drawing, instead of wasting the time, draw. Now you don't have to draw for like hours and hours. If you're wasting 2 hours of time, and I told you that delete this app, you're gonna be free of this, you're gonna get more time, you're gonna be free of this addiction. No, you're gonna get the FOMO. So you have to reduce it gradually. Set a timer. When you waste time, set a timer of 5 minutes. For 5 minutes you're not gonna watch reels. For 5 minutes you're not gonna waste time. You're gonna do something else in this and something else instead. When 5 minutes ends, you watch a reel. I'm telling you to watch a reel because you're heavily addicted. If you know that you can allow yourself to not watch a reel, then just replace the time with something else. Then after watching a reel, then increase the time with to 10 minutes, to 1 hour, to 2 hours. Then after 1 week, you will not be wasting time. You will be spending those time in some other thing. So find what you're interested in now. Find right now what you want in life and just work toward that instead of wasting those hours in like bullshit thing. If you want this thing till this now, then click the link in the comment to get my personal help, and I will see you there.